help a toddler deal with the death of a pet. If your pet dies, firstly explain the death in words your toddler understands. Try not to use words like passed away, lost or sleeping. You can say, now Misty has died, her body has stopped working. She can't eat or sleep or run anymore, and she can't feel any pain. Answer their questions briefly but simply. Misty was old and her body can't work anymore. Sometimes it can be good for your toddler to see the pet when it's dead, to help them to understand that the lifeless body just isn't their pet anymore. If your toddler wants to know what happens to the pet's soul or spirit after death, ask them what they think happens and tell them what you think. There are some great poems and books for toddlers that may help, and The Legend of Rainbow Bridge by William Britton is lovely. Secondly, plan how you'll commemorate the pet dying. If possible, have a little funeral. It's nice to bury the pet in the garden, or at least have a little ritual so that your toddler can say goodbye. They may like to release a helium balloon with a message underneath, or sing songs, or light a candle, or say a prayer or a message, but do mark the passing in some way. And they may like to have a photo of their pet or draw a picture, and you can write their message underneath. Finally, allow your toddler to be sad and come to terms with the death in their own way. Say, it's okay to feel sad. I feel sad. Misty was a big part of our lives and we miss her. Your toddler probably viewed their pet as a friend who just accepted them, and it's important they're allowed to grieve in their own way. If they cry, just hold them. This is a pain you can't take away, and it's really good if your toddler can feel you're there for them. And it's okay if they see you cry too. They may not get upset at all, or they may get upset 1 minute and move on to something else the next, so just take their lead. It's best to wait a little while before replacing the pet, or it may seem that death just means you get replaced. Your toddler will probably be obsessed with death and dying for a while, and as toddlers make sense of the world through play, they may play games that involve them or their toys dying, and that's okay. So, the 3 ways to help your toddler deal with the death of a pet are: explain the death in words your toddler understands, plan how you'll commemorate the pet dying, and allow your toddler to feel sad and come to terms with the death in their own way. If you found this useful, visit my website www.parentforsuccess.com and sign up for my video tips for raising toddlers, and you'll get the latest video tips sent straight to your inbox.